Olcott from Wales, who was visiting Australia, is always happy when his friends come and say hello to him. But on this morning, on Tasman's Shore, he had no one to talk to except the fillies he sees. Then he saw his driver chatting with a passenger he hadn't seen before. He was a vet. Olcott was puzzled. He never met a vet for years. "What's a vet?" he asked the driver. "Well, it's an animal doctor who helps animals when they're sick. He'll be a regular passenger of ours from now on." Olcott became friends with the vet and looked out for him every day. He liked him. He always said hello to him. And Olcott always gave a friendly toot-toot back. Things were fine for the Welsh engine. But one morning the vet wasn't there. Olcott was worried. "Have you seen the vet?" the driver asked the guard. "Not today," said the guard. "I'll ask the ticket collector." "Have you seen the vet?" the guard asked. "Nah, not since yesterday," said the ticket collector. There wasn't any time to find him, so the guard blew his whistle and waved his green flag. Olcott went without the vet. Olcott was upset. "I've lost my nice vet," he wailed. "Don't fret, Olcott," said his driver, comfortingly. "He's probably having a day off or something. Vets have holidays too, you know." But Olcott wasn't happy. To make matters worse, it was a stormy day, and the rain lashed at the coach windows and thundered down on the roof of the cab. Olcott remembered when he had his valve get jammed. He had to struggle to save the railway, like what happened to Nurse. He had to go through the rain too. That was a long time ago. At the next station, Olcott had to wait for a long time. The driver looked out of the cab to see what the delay was. "We've been waiting for far too long," he said. "There must be something wrong." "That's all we need," thought Olcott. "Perhaps there's a line spot broken," suggested the fireman. He got down from the footplate and went to see the station master. Soon the station master came to see the driver. He looked worried. "We need your help, driver," he said. "A little filly named Applebloom has got her tail jammed from the branch in some muddy swamp." Dogot's driver looked concerned. "We should call an ambulance straight away." "I've already done that," said the station master. "But the ambulance has got its wheel stuck in the mud. I need you and your fireman to help push." Dogot's driver thought for a moment. Then a smile came across his face. "I know," he said. "I've got a much better idea." "What is it then?" asked the station master. "Dogot saved the railway, and so did the nurse, when they both had jammed valve gears. So I think a track style can help. I've learnt about the routes. Every train stops at Huonville station. So why not let Dogot be the ambulance instead?" "Oh, that is a good idea," said the station master, and he went off to tell the ambulance driver. Dogot was delighted to help, and very honored to have been chosen for such a special duty. "If only the vet was here to see me being an ambulance too," he thought excitedly. Dogot didn't know that his wish was about to come true. Twilight and Applejack came up with Applebloom, and there, walking with them, was the vet. "Hello, Dogot. Meet the ponies." "Hello. I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Applejack and Applebloom." "Hello, Lucy. I'm Dogot. I'm to take her to the vet." "Just try not to rattle about too much," said Applebloom. The vet and the ponies had to be with her all the time because Applebloom was little, so she couldn't travel alone. They took the seat in the coaches. While the guard was explaining the delay to the passengers, Dogot blew up steam and got ready to go. "Steady, Dogot," his fireman warned. "I know you're excited about being an ambulance, but you haven't got a siren or a blue flashing light." "That's right," said the driver. "Not too fast now. We want to make sure that Applebloom gets there in one piece as well as on time." At last, everything was ready. The guard blew his whistle and waved his green flag. Dogot set off, gently at first, so as not to jolt the coaches, which might have hurt Applebloom's tail. He saw the ambulance man waving goodbye to him. The back wheels of the ambulance had sunk down deep in the muddy verge. They were really stuck. But in the distance, Dolcott heard a whistle off the Georgia Wood. Help was on the way. Dolcott made steady progress along the line. He made good speed and was careful at the curves and level crossings. Soon, Huonville Station came to sight. Dolcott crept into the station and gently braked to a halt with hardly sound. By the platform, Bertie the bus was waiting to take them to the vet. "Thank you, Dolcott. That idea did work," said Twilight. "I didn't feel a bump," said Apple Bloom. "You're welcome," said Dolcott as he watched them leave. When they got there, Apple Bloom was placed in a room where the vet had a look at her tail. "We'll have a look at the X-ray," he said. So he did. Then he showed her the photo. "Here it is, just a yank you made." "That's what happened a while back," said Apple Bloom. "I'll let Twilight mend it for you. I heard she mends engines and you." Apple Bloom met her sister and Twilight. "You can mend it, Twilight. You do have kindness." "Yes, I do. It's all thanks to Dolcott." They vanished to get home. Dolcott was heading back to his railway. He couldn't wait to tell Tallylyn this. Whenever he feels under the weather, he simply remembers the day he helped Apple Bloom to the vet. That always made him feel much, much better.